As much as I know all the clips about this one, I never really watched the entire video. The only thing I know is the sun is a deadly laser. But yeah, here's the history of the entire world, I guess, by Bill Wurtz. Yeah. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. We'll jump in. Let's go. Never seen this one fully. Just clips and memes.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water. I can't even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's sad.
That's a plane.
I'm sad. I miss you. How did this happen? A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right? Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how every it gets.
Did he basically just explain, like, the starting of everything? Like, literally? Can't wait to be educated, for real, for real. What the fuck? I was like, huh? Wait, did something freeze? Did nothing happen? Forget this.
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here, and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Quarks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing.
Quarks and stuff, and dark matter that we don't know what to do with because we can't detect it. Very interesting, very interesting.
In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full and about 1 jillion degrees. Great news. The quarks are now happily married in groups of 3 called a proton or a neutron.
Ew! Everything's polyamorous! Ugh.
And there's something else flying around too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too... Great news, the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up. Great news, the electrons have now joined in. Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space. But it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. And it's getting closer together. It's a star.
It's a star. These things can get ginormous, like absolutely humongous, like queso levels of large. It's actually crazy.
New shit just got made. Some stars burn out and die. Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit. Space dust. Which allows newer, more interesting stars to be made and then die and explode into even crazier space dust.
Even crazy space dust. Yeah, I like to look at what kind of formations just are in space. Like really, there's like really crazy shit. They found a asteroid that looks like a skull. I mean, there's a ginormous mountain on Mars. It's just crazy. It's just wild. It's crazy. It's crazy. I find that very, very interesting. I love to learn about space facts. It's really cool. Big up God for this, for real, for real.
So now stars have cool stuff around them, like rocks, ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example. Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks. And it kind of made a mess, which is now the moon. Weather update, it's raining rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks...
Yeah, our ass was hit. Our ass was hit with another, possibly with another planet, which is really interesting. And that formed the moon, which, in this case, the moon is part of Earth, technically. Germany reminded twice in this video, Poker, can you predict what it will be about? Okay. World War II. World War One. It just makes sense.
Might have had water inside them, and now there's hot steam in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today, and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining. Severe flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert. That's land. There's life in the ocean. What? Something's alive in the ocean. Oh cool, like a plant or an animal? No, a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean and eats chemical soup, which is being served hot and fresh, made from...
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I also like to learn about, like, things like animals from the past, like in that one period where the bugs are like ginormous creatures. Like, dude.
Gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has secret instructions written inside itself telling...
So basically one of the first DLC, essentially, was reproduction. Sex! Asexual sex.
At how to build another one of itself. So that's pretty nifty, I would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean? Now you can eat sunlight. Using a revolutionary technique, you can convert sunlight into food. Taste the sun. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue. Then the earth might have been a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm and some other types of weird strange water bugs and strange fish.
This motherfucker was an apex predator back then. Like, homie was him. Homie was actually him. Where's the horseshoe crab though? When is that one happening? But yeah, homie was an actual threat.
The Cambrian explosion. Wow, that's animals and stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land? No. Why? The sun
is a deadly laser.
Oh, okay. Not anymore, there's a blanket. Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals.
No more, I don't know, sex from the first one-cell creature, but they duplicate themselves somehow. Yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, asexual sex. We got the sex DLC before anything else.
Animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet. And there's no food yet, so I don't care. Okay, will you learn to walk if there's plants up here? Maybe, said some bugs. And fish. Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have babies. Learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg, in the water, in the egg. Works for me. Bye-bye, ocean. And now everything's huge, including bugs. Want to see a map of the land? Sure.
Yeah, the bugs were ginormous. Like, these bugs, they had like a wingspan of like I don't know, like modern bird, like ginormous birds. Like, bro, these guys were humongous. These guys were absolutely humongous.
Oh fuck, now everything's dead. Just kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this one because it's about to become the dinosaurs.
It's also like, we had so many extinction events on Earth. Like, it's crazy. Like, you look back and there was an extinction event when we were around, right? We humans. And like, it wiped out the the biggest part of the population back then. It's crazy. And we still came out on top. Get that, dinosaurs.
Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time. Here comes a meteor. And the dinosaurs are gone. It's mammal time. Here.
That's technically not entirely true, because even birds technically fall into the same category as dinosaurs. Same with like crocodilians and stuff, so that's technically not true.
Here come the mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff. And walk. No, like, walk like that. And grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks together to make pointed rocks. Ouch. And set things on fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Knirsch, which can mean different things. That's a human person.
Yapping DLC. Acquired. The Japanese. Also, did I just hear breasts? I love those.
And now they're everywhere. Almost. Ice Age. What? You can walk over here? Cool. Not anymore. Well, I guess we're stuck here now. Let's review. There's people on the planet. And they're chasing their food. Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control the food now. Now everyone will want to be my...
Is that the peak definition of touch grass? Touch grain. Humans are domesticated monkeys. Change my mind. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. When we look at other domesticated creatures, pets, animals, wouldn't that have the same effect? Why are we so much different? Also, how does domestication means something tries to domesticate you. So what tried to domesticate us? Are you saying we are an experiment made by aliens and aliens domesticated us? I guess we need the tinfoil hat. Not got the grabbing update yet. Terrible grip strength for real. Boobies ass. Booby superiority.
Friend and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using rocks for everything?
Whose house is bigger in Africa, though? None of them have food. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Use metal. It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping. Guess what happens next? More food, and more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales. And now you need houses for people to live in and people to make the houses. And now there's more people and they invent things, which makes things better. And more people come and there's more farming and more people to make more things for more people. And now there's business, money, writing, laws, power. Society. Coming soon to a dank river valley near you. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my valley near you? Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, the horse is probably being...
Why does... You mean slavery? That's pretty much what... That's pretty much what Coco's is saying, slavery. Very accurate. Peak. Maybe you're an alien, but you're hiding it. What if I am? What are you gonna do then? I'm gonna brainwash all of you. But why do early horses kind of look like Down syndrome? This horse is down.
Tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of using lame, sad metal? Introducing bronze, made with special ingredient tin from the far lands of Tinland. I don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what? Egypt. Meanwhile, out in the middle of nowhere, they figured out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting somewhere. Also, China. And did I mention Indus River Valley Civilization?
Indus River Valley Civilization. Interesting. Never knew that. Never heard of that one before. Some fish came out of the ocean and now we have to pay taxes. Fuck this shit. That's why I'm saying slavery never ended. We just call it a 9 to 5. We just call it a job. Early human didn't exactly look great. Leave the horses alone. Yeah. True. I mean, early humans literally literally were monkeys almost. Who is the first animal working with human? I think it is. I think actually dogs, wolves were probably first actually, because that would probably be more accessible.
The Middle East is getting more complicated. Maybe because it's in the middle of the East. Knock knock, or clop clop. It's
not like it isn't complicated now, is it?
The people with the horses. And they made an empire. And then everyone else copied their horses. Greeks! Ah, look, it must be the Greeks, or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check in with the Indus River Valley Civilization.
The first society, was it the Romans? It was either Greek or the Romans that had the first femboys. I could be wrong.
They're gone. Guess who's not gone? China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about, or their cousins or something. And they wrote some hymns and mantras and stuff. You could make a religion out of this. There's the Bronze Age collapse. Now the Phoenicians can get down to business. Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks. Look who came back to Israel. It's the 12 tribes of Israel. And they believe in God. Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step program. Here's some huge...
Wait, let me read those, actually.
Tribes of Israel. And they believe in God. Just one, though. He's got like a 10-step...
I am God, no one else is God. Third, don't make fun of my name. Fourth, you can't take Saturday off. Saturday? Wasn't it Sunday? Wait. False information. Wait. Was it Saturday back then? Now it's Sunday? I thought it was Sunday. Regardless. Do what your parents say? Kinda. Don't murder anyone, true. Don't get too sexy, true. Don't rob anyone, very true. Don't lie about other people in court, very true. Don't want to do any of the things I just told you not to do. That's interesting. Horses been domesticated in 3600 BC, while dogs been domesticated in 20,000 BC. Cats been domesticated in 8,500 BC. Okay. Why does bro want Greek fanboys? No. I do not. I just said that that's where they came from. For Jews, it's always was Saturday. Okay. That makes okay.
That program. Here's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks...
Damn. Hassan should get one of those.
Copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a colony so big it makes colonies. Here comes the Assyrian Empire. Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median... It's the Persian Empire. Wow, that's big. Ah, the Buddha was just enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy, who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out of this. Oops, China just broke, but while it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over here, Alexander just had the idea...
The Greeks were the first to get the critical thinking DLC. Wow, so many upgrades. Obviously, the frogs domesticated in 12k and 15k years ago. You mean dogs, not frogs. What the heck? Slight spelling error. Evaporated.
Of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great idea. He was great. And now he's dead. Hopefully the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock, it's Chandragupta. He says, get the hell out of here. Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks, bye. Time to conquer all of India. Or most of India. But what about this part? That's the Tamil Kings. No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings? Merchants, probably. And they've got spices. Who would like to buy the spices? Me, said the Arabians, swiftly buying it and selling it to the rest of the world. Hey, China put itself back together again, with good morals as their main philosophy. Actually, they have 3 main philosophies.
Well, then that went south real quick. That went south quite quick.
Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city. Let's check the Greekification levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the entire place. Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were starting to get tired of people invading their homeland. Hi, everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him more popular. You can make a...
Accurate.
Religion out of this. Want silk? Now you can buy it from China. They just made a brand new road to the world. Or you can get their own water. Sick, new trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long stick. Has anyone populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together.
Populating some guy? Yeah, some guy. Which is crazy.
China's whole again. Then it broke again. Still can't cross the Sahara Desert? Try camels. Hell yeah, now we got business, said the Ghana Empire, selling lots of gold and slaves. Hi, I live...
Yeah, but they were also milking the camels. But fun fact. Yep, there's people drinking camel milk. It is what it is.
In the Roman Empire, and I was wondering, is loving Jesus legal yet? No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way over here to be closer to his main rival. Don't worry about Rome, it won't fall. It's the golden age of India. There's...
Wait, India has a golden age? Had a gold... Yo, Joe! Literally! Poker follows the religion of some guy. Definitely not. I'm following the religion of the guy. Not just any guy. Can humans stop milking things, please? They milk each other, they milk other things. If you could milk fish, they would milk fish. I don't know. They could milk anything.
The Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name Chandra. The first. Guess who's in Rome? Barbarians. What's a barbarian? Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire. Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name. The Mayans have figured out the stars. Oh, and here's a huge city. Population everyone. The Goat Turks have taken over the entire Eurasian steppe.
Population everyone. Well, that didn't continue for that long, because they got cooked. They got absolutely cooked. They even milk bulls. They even take bulls' testicles. Fun fact, Shaolin Kung Fu was taught by an Indian guy. Weird name. Yeah, we had one, but then the British happened. The British! The British Empire. Aura.
Great job, Goat Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China? Back together. How's those trading kingdoms? Bigger and there's more of them. Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the...
Fun fact. Sunrise is also a chocolate bar. Here in Germany. Really interesting.
Cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone got so mad at him that he had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus there's new kingdoms all over Europe. I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom. Just in time for the Islamic Golden Age. beach. Let's bring stuff to the coast and sell it and become the Swahili on the Swahili coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the Pope, pretending to still be part of the Roman Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France. The Northerners, or
Friends and not friends. Friends and not friends is great. Should have been both not friends and not friends.
just Norse if you don't have much time, are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north, and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly. They also invade some other places and get called many names, such as Vikings. There's the Rus, the Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan.
That's no longer accurate. There were black Vikings. Said no one ever with a healthy mind.
Rus? Okay, fair enough. The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but don't worry about it. New kingdoms.
Christianize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you?
Germany mentioned. Roman Catholic, Eastern Orthodox. Okay, we have two here. Obviously, this one. Me, this one. Franz, not friends. Franz. I mean, they're not friends.
Like, mine's better, mine's better, mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird, it's a plane.
Neither's better. We should be working together, not fighting each other. There's so much fighting in Christian Twitter and Christian VTuber Twitter. Occasionally. That's a much more rare case.
It's the Seljuk Turks, said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small it almost doesn't exist anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade. Crusade! They did many crusades, some of which almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals. Goodbye, Mayans. Hello, Toltecs. Goodbye, Toltecs.
Goodbye. Gone. Annihilated. You mean World War III? Yeah. Hey! It's not gonna be our fault this time. I hope so. I do hope so. If it is, well, fuck. Guess we're going against round 3 against France.
Toltecs. Hello, Mississippi. Look at those mounds. There's the Pueblo. I always wondered how to build a town in a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan is there. Vietnam unconquered itself, Korea just became itself, and Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the universe. Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time.
Yeah, cooked. Fun fact. Genghis was so effective at making babies that there's still plenty of people that have DNA in them. There's also, like, from him, he was so effective at what he was doing that it literally lowered the carbon footprint around that time. Crazy, huh? 3rd time's the charm. Yep. And while we're at it, 2nd time with the British. Round 2. My bad. World War III will happen in our time. Hell no. No. Oh, nope. No.
Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time. I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake. There's an empire there, right in the middle of Africa. The king of Mali is so rich he's going on tour to let everyone know. Wow, that guy's rich, everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you...
True.
You least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay! Hey, come here, time to share. New kingdoms here and there. Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majapahit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit. Oh, Italy's really rich. Time for them to
What a tongue twister. Very interesting. Never heard of that before.
care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a printer, let's make books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire? Yep, said the...
The Renaissance was one of the worst cultural periods when it came, like, for the Middle Age. It was actually crazy. Like, it was actually wild that was the case. Really interesting. Because, like, it painted the Middle Age as, like, this dark age where, like, of, like, dread and evil, and it's, like, very interesting. Very interesting. Which wasn't actually true. They were actually more advanced than people may actually think. It wasn't dark by any any stretch of the imagination. Huh. Sometimes my history courses work.
Ottoman Turks. Nice job, Ottoman Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget to ban Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's bullshit, said Portugal, spiceless. Well, I guess we'll have to find another.
Could you tell a Portuguese then, if they act out, that they have spiceless behavior? That's crazy.
Way to India. Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please. Okay. So he sails into the ocean and discovers more ocean, and then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start.
Yeah, Europe said, oh, you are not really... First of all, not only did they wipe out each other with the help of the Europeans, they also wiped out each themselves with sicknesses, which is really interesting. Still many whites don't use it. Mostly Americans.
Marrying each other. Move over, Lithuania. Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy. Hey Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent, said Suleiman wearing an onion hat? What if the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big, said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they controlled the entire Indian Ocean, including the spice trade. And then that dream was real. And Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then the Dutch revolt and all the hipsters moved to Amsterdam. Damn, said Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Question 1. Can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2. Steal...
Bobber! They had bobber! Beavers! Get them pelts. Wait, don't... yeah, beavers. Sea otters also got cooked. Or was it regular otters? Oh no. One of them got so cooked that there at one point were just 50 of those. That's crazy.
Steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway. Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do list is to get bigger. Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world. More specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year...
Ohio. Ooh, Ohio was already a meme back then, I guess. I want sea otter as a pet, sure. The Dutch my people, kinda. Them said Amsterdam's don't break. We gonna steal some lands for real.
Discussion, giving Prussia a chance to show Austria who's boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes, they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain. So they start taxing the hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence and fighting for it. And France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is broke, why do the king and queen still wear such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said...
Disgusting prisoners, sent them to Australia. That may explain a lot of it. Actually, why it's the dark continent.
Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone eventually got mad and cut his head off. You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in charge of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily, they banished him to an island. But he came back. Luckily, they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence.
They really removed this guy that far away? But also, short man. Better pack some, just like, you know, you better pack some winter clothes when you try to go against Russia.
Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make many different types of machines and factories with machines in them, so they can make a lot of products real fast. Then they invent some trains, and conquer India, and maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain.
Yay, India, again. Mm-hmm.
Buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which worked, actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the sea. So Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island. Britain and Russia are playing a game where they try to stop each other from conquering Afghanistan. Also, the Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now. That's just where he lives. India just had a revolution, and they would like to...
He just put that random fact in there and said, yep, that's where he lives. Britain! Aura.
to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before. Technology is about to go crazy. The United States finally figured...
The Hippo what? The Hippo mobile? And engines, yeah, that makes sense. We're having too much India today. Yeah, your country catches a lot of strays. That's crazy.
The United States finally figured out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided. And then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill...
Yeah, slavery is bad. Let's invent new slavery. Ah, yes. The perfect one. The one where you believe you are free, but you're not actually free. Interesting. We call that a job and a 9 to 5 and taxes. Which I got Napoleon wasn't short. He used to surround himself with tall soldiers, so everyone called him short. Short. Pretty sure he was at least 170 centimeters. Short. I'm short. Most of our history is us throwing a hissy fit and managing to conquer countries in the process. Accurate. Accurate.
To the natives and take their land and maybe kick out the Mexicans too. I know, let's rape Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see...
What the fuck? That escalated.
You could rape it the fastest?
They never got
Ethiopia. Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more. Hawaii, Cuba. Wait, Spain controls Cuba. Well, blame something on them and go to war. What should we blame on Spain? Let's blame the Maine on Spain. So they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the two oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is so tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start World War I. Look at those guns. It's gonna be a great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's over, they blame Germany.
Well, yeah.
Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same. Communism in the Soviet Union.
One of the worst things ever happening. Because a lot of people died because of that. Never tolerate. For me, the communists are on the same level as the Nazis. I need to filter people. Occasionally.
The Arabs revolt and Britain helps. Now the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the Jewish people a place to live. Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman-anymore empire. Except Turkey, Turkey makes a brand new Turkey. And then the Saudis conquer Arabia. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Hello? Yes, it's the 1920s calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the radio and go to the movies. The economy's great and it'll probably be great forever. Just kidding. Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing. Japan is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they raped Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny.
Literally crash out over a group of people. Huh. That sounds familiar with a lot of other people nowadays. They all give me the same energy. Without the war there.
Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea, but he kills himself before they could explain it to him.
You know what's actually interesting? When you look at like stuff, how long it took for some countries to be conquered, and it's like some countries are like, oh, a few hours, and then they quit and say, yeah, I give up, I surrender. Like bro was in fact going crazy. Like, he was taking countries over in, like, days.
World War II. Bonus round, Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight. Finish it.
Extinction bomb. Twice. Extinction bomb. Twice. Just straight up twice.
Let's unite all the nations and have some world peace. Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public. Wow, that worked. Bonus, now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans.
It's actually kind of completely outlandish. Like, to me, that's very outlandish that worked. Some dude started a revolution by hunger strike. Yay.
Them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy. Psych! They both get angrier. Look out, China. There's a new China in China. What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet the sponsors. Oh, it's the two global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic system is good and which...
At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter because they're both dying. Currently, as it stands, that didn't work well. That didn't go quite so well for both countries.
Which one is an evil virus of Satan? And they both have atom bombs. Fight! Wait, no, that would be the end of the world. Let's just keep it cool and spy on each other instead. And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll race you to space. Now let's make some more countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are tired of being pillaged. So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad, and the world agrees. South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa. Okay. Technology's better too, that might keep happening. The Soviet Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls apart. Europe makes a union, so...
Yeah, and we kick out communism. At least, and focus on what works best. Yep, that worked somehow. But TLDR, until I said Hitler was mentioned in the meeting British. Yeah, China dying. What? Not China. Not China. It's North Korea and South Korea. That was about North Korea and South Korea. Though China has similar issues, because they have way too many old people. And they fucked themselves with like the one-child policy as far as I'm aware. Ah, the European Union. Until the British said, yeah, we good, no more.
Now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything? Surprise, it's on the computer. Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the economy just crashed. Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots. With bombs. Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming. And the ocean is full of plastic. Let's save the planet, said everybody, not knowing how.
Yeah, let's save the planet, not knowing how. Oh, let's crash our economy for the planet. Oh, now we're not able to save the planet anymore. Because, fun fact, if you want to save the world, you need money to save the world. Crazy, huh? We will see about Korea. Oh yeah, we will certainly see. 2035. That's not that long. That's just 10 years. Hi, Salmax. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good.
Invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor. That's pretty cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
Thanks for watching history. Thanks for making it. Well, not history, but the video. It was fun to watch. I never watched the full thing. You will see me quote a few things, probably. The best one is still the sun is a deadly laser. But yeah, it was interesting to see how everyone wants India. Maybe in the future, someone will want India again. Who knows? We'll see about it. We'll see.